Hello and welcome, Pauleh here, and this is a game of Dwarves. Now this is a new game, just released on Steam, for anyone that wants to go and pick it up. Now this game is, let me quickly give you a quick comparison. It is very much a mix of Dungeon Keeper and Dwarf Fortress, and it is absolutely fantastic. I've played it a little bit so far, I'm enjoying the hell out of it, and yeah, I figured I'd do a little playthrough and show you lot what it's all about. So I'm going to dive straight into this. Now before I do anything, I just want to point out, and this is for the benefit of anyone who gets this game, although you'll probably work this out yourselves, the shop button here is of course an in-game shop where you can buy items for in your game, but at the moment of launch, I don't know if this is an offer or if this is a permanent thing, you can okay, it's not showing here because I've already brought it, but small paintings, they are free to buy at the moment, so all you have to do is click buy when you're on the all tab, and yeah, it will let you buy them, and you've got some free DLC for your game, although it's not much, but it's better than nothing. I figured I'd throw that out there. Now I do have the Ale Pack DLC. I haven't got a clue what that is, it didn't tell me, it just says I got it for pre-ordering, so there you go. So we're going to start a new campaign. The name of our Dwarven Prince, what should we call them? Pauleh, that will work. Pauleh the Dwarven Prince. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and skip the cinematic because I don't want to do any spoilers for you lot, although we're going to be playing the game, so that is one massive spoiler.
Listen good
but
and listen well.
okay. One thing I want to point out is that I have no control over this little box here. It will just keep going, and every now and then the dwarf guy will just shout something out randomly and interrupt me when I'm in the middle of talking. So just be warned, that will happen a bunch. Now, the other thing I want to point out is in the cutscene, it basically explains what's going on. Now, again, the cutscene is all text. There is no... The only spoken dialogue in this game comes from, like, every time one of these chaps says something, it will say, like, listen to me, or, you know, hear me speak, or some annoying crap which just pops up right in the middle, offers nothing to the game at all. It's kind of annoying, and it's the only thing I've found so far that I really do dislike in this game. But it's only a minor thing, so we can get past that. So, what are we doing? Well, we've got two missions here. First one is the backyard, which is a step-by-step tutorial. And then the second one is the trial. Now, I've already done this, the tutorial once already, but I'm going to do it again. Well, I'm going to not do it again, I'm going to go straight to the trial, which is a half tutorial, half beginner mission, so let's go straight into it. So, let me show you what the game looks like. Right, that's me. The prince, the dwarven prince. There you go, see? Interrupts you. Every now and again when I do some objective, the king will pop up and shout at his son. The reason why I'm actually doing this is because the king's son, who's this chap, who's me, is a lazy sod who just does nothing but sits around, sleeps and drinks in the dwarven palace. And his old man is a bit fed up of it, wants him to go learn how to manage a clan of dwarves. So that's what we're here to do. Now we've got our little clan, but we're not officially a clan until we complete this trial, so that's what we're going to do.
Pay attention.
See? Interrupts me, and then as soon as I hit next, when it switches back to the prince, he'll shout something out annoying.
Listen.
And see?
Hey now.
Hey now. Okay, so I'm going to be skipping all that, because unless it's important, you know, we're just going to skip it. Now, what are we doing? Well, first things first, we have our dwarves here. Now this is our, I'm going to call it a dungeon. I'm not sure what else to call it. I'm just so used to Dungeon Keeper. This is our realm. This is our land. I'm not sure. We're underground at the moment. The biggest difference between this and Dungeon Keeper is that, well, two differences. First of all,
Someone, grab me some food and listen.
bugger.
Keep dig.
What?
Pay attention.
The biggest difference is, first of all, we're not evil, we're dwarves. And secondly, this game actually has layers, like Minecraft has layers. You can't see anything now, but this is all going underground. As you can see here on the right hand side, we can move this up, and there we go, we've got the surface here. So if we go down, you can see this is our little area. Go down, we're underground, and as you can see how this has been built. Different layers, we go down, blah blah blah. Who's he and why is he stuck on the... I don't know what he's doing. But okay, here we are. This is our main level that we're working on. First things first, we need money, which is from gold here. So I say money, we're just going to call it wealth. Silver, gold, platinum all generate wealth. So we're going to highlight the mining or the digging icon here, which is a pickaxe, and we're going to start mining away all this stuff. Now I have to be careful because, as I said, I've played a little bit of it. One thing I've done is I dig a hole in the ground, the dwarves get stuck in there, and then they die from tiredness, hunger, and just
Oi!
general stupidity. So
Listen.
By my fluffy backside.
oh, wonderful. Okay, so our guy's going to dig that. Now what's this here? Now this is the farm. I want to say farm, but this is a farm. This is basically where we plant our food and trees for wood and such. There is a problem though, and I'm not sure if it's me who's doing this wrong or if this is just the way the game's designed, but like, you can only plant crops and stuff on these tiles, the green tiles, and first of all, they only work if you've got a fertile stone in the middle, which makes all the glowing. Basically means it's kind of like in Minecraft where you till the ground, and then as long as there's a water block next to it, you'll actually be able to grow stuff. Same concept, but it's this stone. But the thing is that if you placed, I mean, unless there's some way to do this and I just haven't figured it out yet, like I said, I'm still learning the game, but if you place a, in fact, let me show you, we'll buy some stuff. This is the buy menu, and we're going to want to mix up wood and food crops, but we'll get food crops first. So like, carrot patch, which will make people happier. Lemon trees seem to be better. Although, why don't we have a little bit of a mix? There we go. Now here's the thing, if I put more food, like if I put more of these carrot patches here, in these 3 squares, it would block off this centre one, and no dwarf would be able to reach it. So I'm kind of confused on how this is meant to work, because you can block off these blocks, and if they can't get to it, they won't harvest it. So I'm not sure what all the points is. If I did one in every single block here, this centre one would be unusable. Now it could just be me not knowing how this works, or perhaps there's a way around it. I honestly don't know, but it's a bit mind-boggling. But we'll work it out. Anyway, I'm mining these. I'm being very careful. This kind of rock here cannot be mined. Think of it as is adamantium right in saying that from Minecraft, where you cannot break. But not to worry about that for the moment. Now, what do we have? As you can see, we've got this sort of, the question marks indicate that there's like a room or just space there. So we need to dig there at some point. We'll do that soon. I want to get all this sorted first. Let's see, why don't we expand this room out a little bit. There's a reason for this, I'll show you in a moment. As soon as our diggers get back to work, because they need to sleep, otherwise they'll die, and they need to eat, because otherwise they'll die. Now, let me go through the, while they're doing this, we'll carry on, let it carry on there. We've got all the different building options, similar build thing to, I say The Sims. I would say Dungeon Keeper. I'll be honest, I haven't played Dungeon Keeper in a long time, so the amount of comparisons I'm going to make is probably going to be minimal because I've forgotten them. But you go through these different types. You know, you've got furniture. Most of it's just to make your dwarves happy. You've got this happiness meter up here. I'm not sure what this meter is though. This is happiness trend. You got the green and red bar. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure it's this yellow bar here, which is the happiness meter. Oh, total happiness. Okay, I haven't got a bloody clue, but we'll work it out. At the top, you've got the amount of resources you can store. 750 in total. I don't know if that's a combined one or of each. Then you have your icons here. The first one is your king or prince, who is Pauleh. Then you have your military dwarf, your diggers, this crafter, there he is, I don't know where he's buggered off to, but and then the rest of them are a researcher, worker who works on the farms, and then the last one's a dwarfling, which is basically a little kid. You hire these kids, you spawn them in at the spawn point, which is this fountain here, and then straight away you can click on them and tell them what they're going to be when they grow up, and then instantly they grow up. So it's very helpful for labour purposes. Now, we've got all these decorations here. What's this? I haven't seen this before. Rune generator. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen in this game yet. And then we've got decorative items that keep the populace happy here. Now, one thing I do need to do. Now, all these blocks are lit up, and I have to be careful because if I fill in this, you know, I don't want to block any of this off. But there is one thing I do need to do. We're going to build. Now, when I first played this, I had no idea how to do this, and I kind of messed up. But a log plant, basically like your tree farm, but it's a plant that grows logs. I kid you not. I mean, look at it. You can see them there. The little logs hanging off the stalks there. It's kind of bizarre, but there you go. And we could also build an ale tree if we want the dwarves to, who want to grow ale out of the ground. But no, not yet. Well, I could stick one there and it wouldn't block anything. Go on, why not? It's a bit ugly design-wise, but hey, why not? But yeah, these dwarves can't walk across these tiles, so I'm not sure how this is meant to work. If there's a way of doing it and anyone knows, let me know, but for the moment I have no idea. The reason why we have this up top is you can assign the amount of workers you want working this area. Now who's he? He's the crafter. We probably want another worker, so we're going to click on the icon down here, this big map, and we're going to queue up a dwarfling. There we go. And that will fill up, and once that's filled we'll have the dwarfling, and before he can enjoy his childhood, spam! We'll get him, stick him with a work order, and he will get to it. Any moment. There we go, out the fountain. That's how dwarves are born. A dwarfling called Elf. Okay, Elf. You shall grow up right now to be a worker. And there we go, it's now Elf the worker. He's grown big and fat. And he's now going to work until he dies. Work, eat, sleep, drink, work, so on. So that's sorted. Now, while we're here, why don't we just get rid of this, get rid of that. The reason for this is I'm trying to make a bit more room, because I want to add in some beds. We've got one bed, that's not going to be sufficient. Now I have to be careful here, because I don't want to you know, mess this up. Although, why not? Let's get rid of that first and I'll have a look and see what I can do. Probably need more diggers, but I think I've got plenty. Yeah, let's get some... Because we've got the wood tree, we can do this. We're going to actually tidy up this place, make it look a bit nicer, a bit fancier. So we're going to use a stone mural, which is a nice wooden stone wall. Not sure where I'm going to start this at, so we'll start in the king's room. I keep saying king, he's only a prince. There we go. You can just drag it across. But doing this will increase the happiness of the dwarves. Which, you know, is good for business. And I'll carry on doing that in various other parts.
This is urgent.
There we go. He just chimed in, interrupted me. And yeah, we can carry on doing that all the way around. And we can also do a floor.
Stop dilly-dallying.
What must I do?
Can you dig it?
Yep. I hate him. Such a pain in the arse. Okay, what do we want? Stone floor or wooden floor? Or a thick stone floor. That's fancy. I say we go for the wooden one at the moment. Oh, shall we? Yes. Why not? See, I just covered up material there. Probably didn't want to, but oh well. This is only a short map, so we'll soon be out of it. But this is just to give you an idea, and we'll really get into it on whatever's next. There we go. So you can do the floor and there's different tiles. Very similar to The Sims, if any of you play that. So, what should we build? I want to add some decorations, but what are the choices? Something nice we could put on the wall, perhaps. Tapestry. Here's the DLC, the paintings. But I kind of like the hanging banners. Here we go, let's go with, yeah, that's nice. There we go, some nice paintings on the wall. Let's put on that side too. Okay. Now you can speed up the game. There we go, fast forwarded now. So now they all work a lot faster. Now the one thing you can't do in this game is highlight NPCs. You can't control them and tell them where to do, but what you can do is teleport them. By teleport I mean, it's this button here. You click that. You find your victim. I mean dwarf. Click him. He gets whooshed off into thin air. And then you click where you want him to go back. There we go. Okay, so with that done, we've got all this room now. Now, why don't we... Waiting to get on the beds. Now we're going to have him dig down so I can just show you this. Now this is where I messed up when I originally started playing, because that happened. He went straight down there and he was stuck, and I had no idea that this could happen. The same thing happens if you block the way. So if you block the way for anyone to get to the beds or the food, you know, they'll just starve and die. I want him to hurry up though so I can add it upstairs. I could add in stairs, I could add in ladders, which should I use? Let's have a look. You can actually have it continue on while you're doing this, so... Well, we want this to be all fancy like. So we'll go with some stairs. Stairs only take up one tile or block, however you want to call it. So I'm just gonna get rid of that there. Gotta be careful, there's no sensitivity controls for this game, so the camera is a bit wild. But not to worry. There we go, what we do, we get rid of these blocks and we'll put the stairs in there. The idea is we're going to put our beds down here. Now again, you can go a lot lower, it just depends where you are, because some things can't be mined, some things can. I'm hoping they'll hurry up before they get all tired and angry. Now I'm just going to use wood purely because we've got the wood trees here. I could use stone because I've got plenty of it, but no, I think wood will suffice. Yeah, that dwarf just fell and fell asleep where he was sitting. That's not good. Come on, finish off the... Ooh, he's floating in midair. I hope he fell. There we go. So now they can get out. Now, climb up the ladders, you stupid dwarf. There we go. We'll put another one here. And I think what we'll do is we'll quickly tile the floor. Make it look all nice. Although no, we won't tile it just yet, we need to make beds. This is what I was trying to do. So what I wanted to do was add in a bunch of beds. Now I don't know if they need access to the sides or not. I'll put 2... let me move that. I'll put that there so we can test. Can I pick this up? Not while he's sleeping on it. Alright, we've got to wait for him to get his arse off there. There you go, the crafter's down here and he's working now, building away. We can speed this up too. There we go, working like a champ. Like a woodpecker. Fantastic. Ooh, wild noises there.
Listen.
Alright, so what I've done is completed one of the main quests on the right hand side here. That was gathering food, and we're going to get the second bed built, so that's going to be 2 beds built as well. Then it'll tell me to carry on with the quest. There's also King's Quest, which is just like minor objectives you can do.
Put down the ale and listen.
Yes, it does that every
Stop what
time
you're doing and
someone you
listen to me.
speak.
Can you dig it?
That's the only thing I don't like. It's a minor thing, but it really bugs me. Considering there seems to be quite a lack of ambient noises and just general noises in this game. Alright, I'm going to leave it there.
I demand your attention.
Mugs down, helmets off.
Listen good and
Keep digging.
Okay, so what I want to do is... I'm just trying to see. I can't put that there. Oh, can I? Yes. I just want to find out if beds like this, if they can actually get into them. Or if the arrows on either side mean you're meant to leave a gap. That's what I want to find out. So if we build a bed there, a couple of these beds will be trapped and we'll see what happens. So we'll quickly build that. It just depends if they'll sleep in it or if they sleep in the end ones only. Alright, so he kind of got stuck. Okay. Now, can anyone get any other beds, or will they only be getting into the end one? Okay, so he's only getting into the end one. I'm assuming that that's how it works. So let's move that to there, and we'll need to move this bed once he gets his arse off. There we go. There we go, 4 beds. Fantastic, and all can be accessed. Well, that's good to know. And like I said, we'll tidy this up. Add in the wooden floor. There should be a way I can get that in there. There we go. We will do that top half. There we go. It's looking nicer now. I'll tell you what, it's an improvement over my original attempt. There we go, the dwarf should like this. So there we go. I didn't even need to load this down, it was just mostly to show you lot, but I think you can appreciate it, so... There we go. Now there is materials in the wall, but the one thing I haven't worked out yet is if you get rid of a block, can you fill it? Now what I mean by fill it is, if I got rid of that, if I made a hole in the floor there, the only thing I've found so far is to build a bridge on top of it, which is just like a flat tile block. I haven't worked out though how to fill it in completely, because the bridges do not match the floorboard, so if you mess up then you're going to have it all like not looking like it should. So in that respect I'm not sure how to go about fixing that. Now can I place this under there, or will that mess it up? Oh, I guess I can. Quite peculiar. Unless I can delete the floor tiles instead of being down. Let's add in another, see if it will let me know that I've covered it. Be good to know. We want to add in a beer tree, ale tree. Yeah, that will let me place it there. Okay. Now, can we actually sell the tiles? Yep. That is good to know. And let's just fill that back in quickly. There we go. So yeah, it's looking pretty pretty good so far, this dungeon. I've still got a lot to do. We're getting there though. I've got to say, so far I'm enjoying this game, and I hope you lot have enjoyed this first video. I'm going to do a couple more, and if you lot want to see more, I'll carry on with the story. And yeah, and after that, if we do finish the campaign, because I know it's only 13 levels, but there is a custom mode where it will randomly generate a new map every time. So if we get to that point, then yeah, a lot of replayability in this game. So anyway, thank you for watching. Join me next time.